Okay, really.
Look, if you don't want to get involved in this case, I'll understand.
What do you mean?
Well, if we're gonna get involved in this, you gotta forget that you're new, Sarah Hackett. You gotta think like a cop, not like...
Like a woman, Dempsey?
I think it's time you and me had a swift chat, Duchess.
10 minutes, okay?
Make it 5.
No, like a friend. You gotta stand back and forget that she was your friend. Can you do it?
Yeah.
Telephone, sir. Coroner's office. Sounds in a bit of a panic.
Vikings. He did what? Why? Should I have a word with him? Well, I can't say I blame him, but it doesn't make it any easier. Okay.
Trouble?
His lordship has bent the chief constable's ear, who's got on to the coroner, who's put a hold on the autopsy.
What?
The old man doesn't want her got at anymore. We must just hope that the forensic boys can get the info we need from the carriage and from her clothes. God knows we've got little enough else to go on. Get on to them, will you? See what they're doing.
You remember anything? When you dropped her off at the station?
No, I just drove up. She got out of the car. I offered to drive her to town, but she said she had to meet her father, and I drove off. Do you know what she told me over breakfast this morning? She said that the biggest worry was her wedding night, because she was still a virgin. God.
All right, try and remember when you dropped her off at the station. Did you see anybody? You run it back in your mind, visualize it.
Dempsey, don't give me that police cadet crap.
You okay?
Round face, sort of chubby. It's close, not quite right. Moustache. He had a thick moustache.
Chaz, call the editor of the Standard. Ask him to hold the final edition front page till we get a photo to him.
Right, go.
It's 3:15 now. He'll hold it till 4, but he won't like it. Tell him if he runs it before we get the stuff to him, I'll push that photo fit where a photo fit doesn't fit.
Glasses. He wore square glasses. That's him. As near as done if that's him.
Right, Chaz, get 200 copies of that run-off of the double. We've got a face. God knows who, but we've got a face.
Who is it?
It's me, Mum. Let's see if I can't find the key.
Drunk, more like. Look at the state of you. Have you been driving the car like that?
I'm all right. Don't you start.
place and
One of these days you're going to kill someone driving like that. If your father was alive, he'd knock some sense into you.
of a man they would like to interview in connection with a murder that took place early
My God! What are you doing? Leave it!
Leave it, leave it, leave it. It's nothing to do with me.
That picture was of you!
Sarah Hackett, the daughter of Sir Lionel Hackett, the High Court judge,
So you
was
finally
today
done it,
raped
haven't you?
and brutally murdered.
Not
on a train in
content
Banbury
with
to
exposing
Mount
yourself, you bloody well kill someone! And the judge's daughter too! He knows you! He employed your father for years!
Tonight will be rather
John,
with rain at times. Mainly
you're not right in the head.
as this road passes away.
I've always known you're not right in the head!
Shut up! Just shut up, will you? I didn't do it! Mum? Mum?
Later on, changing the subject. The outlook for the next few days: overcast, light showers, clouds improving.
Finally, we leave you with the artist's impression we showed you earlier of the man police are anxious to interview in connection with the murder of Sarah Hackett.
Harriet, my dear, come in.
Sir Lionel. I'm sorry.
No, don't say anything. It's too soon to say anything.
This is Lieutenant Dempsey. He's on loan to us from New York. We work together.
How do you do, Lieutenant?
Evening, Judge.
Are you involved in this?
Gordon Spikings is our senior officer. I thought you knew.
No, I don't. No idea. Good heavens. Oh. And you're American, are you?
Sure am.
Good heavens.
We were wondering if there was any chance of,
The autopsy, Judge, we need your permission to have one
No,
done.
no autopsy. I won't allow it. I don't want anyone else near my daughter.
Judge, you don't seem to realize you're tying our hands here. We
Don't tell me what I realize, Lieutenant. I've spent a lifetime with criminals. Judged them, defended them, prosecuted them. My daughter's been raped. She put up a fight and she's been stabbed to death with the weapon that was intended to make her submit. Must be witnesses. Must be clues. On her clothes. Somewhere in that revolting chain of events will be the murderer. And it's your job to find him. But you'll find him without putting any more knives to my daughter.
Sir Lionel, when I dropped Sarah off this morning, there was a man going into the station. He may not even have gotten to the same train. But at present, it's all we have to go on.
Do you recognize him, sir? We think he's a local man.
No, I'm afraid I don't. Can I keep this?
Yes, of course. I think we ought to be going. If you want to talk, Sir Lionel, you know where we are. Good night.
Good night.
Bye, Judge.